Welcome back to Press Review. Let's start by taking a look at today's front pages in the Middle East. The UAE's Gulf News leads reporting that Russian forces seized control of a second Ukrainian Navy base in western Crimea, hours after capturing the main Navy headquarters in Sevastopol. It also reports that Chinese relatives' anger over sparse information about the fate of their loved ones aboard the missing Malaysian airliner sparked chaotic scenes at the headquarters of an increasingly deadlocked search operation in Kuala Lumpur yesterday. The Saudi Gazette leads reporting that Prince Sultan announced that Saudi Arabia is temporarily stopping the issuing of tourist visas, as it is now focusing on infrastructure development and providing services to its nationals. It also reports that the Ministry of Islamic Affairs dialogue initiative, called As-Sakina, has found that female Al-Qaeda members are using websites to recruit young people. From Israel, the Jerusalem Post leads reporting that the Israel Air Force attacked Syrian military targets yesterday in response to a border bombing of an IDF patrol on the Golan Heights. The paper also reports that hours after senior US officials slammed Defense Minister Moshe Ya'alon for his latest criticism of American policy, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told the Knesset that the US has remained Israel's greatest ally. From Turkey, the Hurriyet Daily News reports that just days before Nowruz, the spring festival with particular political importance for Kurds, Turkey's president has warned both the jailed leader of the PKK and the Peace and Democracy Party against moves that could cast a shadow over an ongoing peace process. It also reports that Israel's government has ordered the army to prepare for a possible military strike on Iran after it launched airstrikes against Syria. Egypt Independent reports that Ali Awad, advisor to interim president for constitutional affairs, said that the delay in opening the door for presidential hopefuls to submit their application was due to a particular security concern at the headquarters of the High Elections Commission, which prevented its members from convening. The paper also reports that the US warned Moscow it was on a dark path to isolation on Wednesday as Russian troops seized 2 Ukrainian naval bases. From Lebanon, the Daily Star reports that Ukraine's parliament has said that Kiev will never recognise Russia's annexation of Crimea and will fight for the liberation of the strategic Black Sea Peninsula. It also reports that a Saudi court has sentenced 13 men to up to 14 years in prison for security offences, including material support to wanted Islamist militants, aiding terrorism and helping young men to go to Iraq, Syria and Afghanistan to fight. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East news from UK papers. The Guardian leads its Middle East section reporting that a draft law before Iraq's parliament that would legalise marrying girls as young as 9 and restrict women's rights in parenting, divorce and inheritance has sparked outrage among human rights groups. International human rights groups have described it as a disastrous regression in the status of women. And the Daily Telegraph leads reporting that the Syrian rebel leader touted as the West's new hope to take on both militant Islamists and President Bashar al-Assad has been forced to deny widespread allegations of theft and war profiteering. In an interview with the Telegraph, Jamal Maroof, appointed to head of new coalition of forces, the Syrian Revolutionary Front, rejected allegations that over the 3 years of war he had accumulated a fortune and a large collection of cars for his personal use. Now let's take a look at the top Middle East stories from international papers. The Times of India leads its Middle East section reporting that Libya has called on the UN and the international community to help fight what it called a war on terrorism, the government said on Wednesday, struggling to stop the major oil producer sliding into widening chaos and instability. And finally, China Daily leads its Middle East section reporting that Israel's city of Jerusalem has approved building plans for 184 new homes in 2 Jewish settlements in the occupied West Bank, land that the Palestinians want for a future state. And for more updates, please visit Levant.tv. Thanks for watching. Be sure to join us again tomorrow. Bye for now.